What could possibly drive a man to decapitate his own father and display the severed head on YouTube? In a shocking and gruesome event, this unthinkable act was allegedly committed by a Pennsylvania man named Justin Moan. Justin is accused of killing his father, Michael Moan, and the horrifying aftermath was not confined to the scene of the crime. It was broadcast to the world on YouTube, a platform usually reserved for music videos, tutorials, and vlogs. But Justin used it as a stage to display the severed head of his father while voicing right-wing conspiracy theories. This is not a scene from a horror movie, but a real event that unfolded in the early days of 2024. This is a tale that begins with a gruesome act and spirals into a rabbit hole of conspiracy theories and delusions. In the video titled "Moan's Militia: Call to Arms for American Patriots," Justin held his father's head in a plastic bag. The scene was as horrific as it sounds, a chilling display of cold-blooded brutality. Justin, clad in gloves, refers to his father, a federal employee of 2 decades, as a traitor. His words are a disturbing echo of right-wing conspiracy theories, filled with resentment and anger. Beyond accusing his father, Justin's video was a call to arms, a rallying cry for the death of all federal officials. His tirade didn't stop there. He launched attacks against the Biden administration, the Black Lives Matter movement, and the LGBTQ community. His words, laced with vitriol and hate, were a twisted manifesto of his skewed beliefs. But as quickly as this gruesome video appeared, it vanished. YouTube, acting on its strict policies, removed the video and terminated Justin's channel. The platform's policies are clear-cut. Graphic violence and violent extremism have no place there. Their teams tirelessly work to ensure such content is not re-uploaded, maintaining a vigilant watch over the online community. But the echoes of Justin's video remain, a chilling testament to a deranged mind and a heinous act. The video, a chilling testament to Justin's deranged state of mind, was swiftly removed for violating YouTube's policies against graphic violence and violent extremism. The aftermath of its release serves as a stark reminder of the dark corners of the internet, where hate can fester and lead to unthinkable acts. But who was Justin Moan, the man behind this heinous act? Let's pull back the curtain on this grim narrative to take a closer look at the individual at the heart of it all. Justin Moan was no stranger to conflict, especially with federal agencies. He had a history of filing lawsuits against them, including the US government itself. These lawsuits revolved around allegations that these agencies had negligently led him to take out student loans between 2010 and his graduation from Pennsylvania State University in 2014. However, his claims were ultimately dismissed, his accusations deemed entirely speculative and without factual basis by the presiding judge. But Justin was not just a man of lawsuits, he was also a creator, self-releasing music and writing books. His works often veered towards the dystopian, reflecting perhaps a troubled mindset. A non-fiction book he released in 2017 titled The Revolution Leader's Survival Guide stands out. In it, he included the transcript of a letter to then-President Donald Trump. The letter warned of a peaceful revolution led by him if positive changes did not come to America and the world soon. An alarming sentiment, to say the least. On social media, Justin was highly active, using these platforms to promote his music and books. But beneath the surface of these seemingly normal activities lurked a disturbing perspective. A perspective that would, ultimately, manifest itself in a horrifying act of violence. Justin Moan, a man with a troubled past and a disturbing perspective, took his beliefs to a horrifying extreme. In the aftermath of this gruesome act, we're left to grapple with the implications. Justin Moan, now in custody, faces charges of first-degree murder, abuse of a corpse, and possession of an instrument of crime with intent. But the reverberations of his actions extend beyond the courtroom. This incident serves as a stark reminder of the dangers that lurk in the darker corners of the internet, where violent content can be disseminated with frightening speed and reach. Online platforms, such as YouTube, are grappling with their responsibility to monitor and regulate content to prevent the spread of violent extremism. In this case, YouTube acted swiftly, removing the video and terminating Moon's channel in line with their policies against graphic violence and violent extremism. Yet, the question remains, can more be done to prevent such incidents in the first place? The implications of this case are far-reaching, touching on issues of mental health, online radicalization, and the need for stricter regulations on digital platforms. As we move forward, it's crucial that these discussions continue to prevent the internet from becoming a breeding ground for violence. In a world increasingly connected through digital platforms, we must remain vigilant against the spread of violent content and the potential for it to inspire further acts of violence.